Moo. What's up, cows? It's your favorite Vam Cow back at again with another React Andy. This time with everyone's favorite gotcha gamer, Saint Tone Toss, aka Saint Lick My Toes Toss, who has never done the oiled up Chun-Li cosplay. Lay sad. He's talking about his favorite video game again, Arknights Enfield, and my favorite video game too that I didn't even pull once on. I didn't pull on the limited banner once. And I dropped it, and I have 260 pulls I could use at any time. I probably never will, though. I'm hoping the game will EOS instead of it becoming good. I think I would much prefer that because the devs of Enfield, they don't listen, and their game deserves to flop because of that. It's that simple. The game was filled with so much promise. It was a pretty game. It had a lot of content. Unfortunately, though, most of the content was garbage. Most of the content was set up power lines. Let's say like 40% of the content is set up power lines. Like the other 40% is set up your factory. Unless, of course, you use blueprints, in which case that's like still 5 to 10% of your time. And then what else is there? Explorations like 30-40%. And then the story is meh. The gotcha system is also ass. 120. You can invest 119 pulls into a banner, and if you don't get the character, well, womp womp. Your pulls are gone now. The next banner has come around, and they're just deleted. Bye bye. So the next singular pull, it would not guarantee you the 6-star. Cry about it. Again, this game deserves to fail. Like the combat was okay. There was so much to be improved upon with the combat. Like, it's different. I can admire that it's different, but it's not, like, different in a good way. But, Saint Tone is making another video about it. If my guess is that he's basically going to make a mockery that the Twitch viewer count is low. Same thing with the Google and YouTube search rates as well, being low.
Ladies and gentlemen, I regret to inform you today about possibly the most diabolical thing I think I've ever seen on both Twitch, both like a gotcha game, and just kind of in like media history. Because this is like a new standard. This is like a new low. If we were drilling through the earth, my brother man, we would have already hit the core, gone out through the back, went through China, and now we're going to like Neptune or Uranus or some shit. Because this is truly the most ridiculous circumstance I think I've ever seen. Ladies and gentlemen, I went into the Arknights Enfield category.
144 viewers. Lamau. Maybe I guess I should put my position over the left side just for Saint Lick My Toes Toss. Oh, they sad. 144 viewers. XD, bro. You can't even see that now. Fuck's sake. Well, you saw it before.
Today. And the goal of going into the Arknights Enfield category, right, was to like go ahead and like make fun of how bad the game is doing, right? And you would imagine, yeah, that's an easy thing to do, Saint, especially when you see nothing but red when you look at the view.
Yeah, this is so deserved. I'm so happy the game is failing. Like, I feel bad for the developers that made original Arknights, because they just spent all this money into Enfield, all for it to be pretty much wasted. But I'm not sad for the developers at Enfield, because as far as I know, Enfield's made by a completely different developer team. So, I'm happy this new developer team will probably never be employed in the job field ever again. They're gonna have to start serving my my Burger King and McDonald's fries. They're gonna put the fries in the bag.
Charts, right? And so going into the actual category itself, I expected to see at least like a couple of people like chill around, a couple of VTubers and stuff, right? But instead, all I see is some watching the World Cup. Bro.
Bro's watching the World Cup in the Arknights. I didn't even notice that. I'm expecting a bunch of VTubers to be watching.
That's a restream.
Would you like to add on to why you're saying that?
Stream logo. This guy is using the Enfield category because it's so dead. This is the most viewed channel. Bro, there are actually people playing
the most viewed channel is a guy watching the World Cup. Kind of based.
Like, look at Gobani over here. Gobana Tona. Swat Dokao. Minha drops. Saptamente Finale. Genshin C Arknight. I don't know how to say that. You get what's going on over here.
Is his point is that English people don't want to watch the game because all the English people agree it's dog shit, and so it's just like these foreign languages that have a slightly bigger population than the Americas are watching this stuff now. I mean, to be fair, if I remember correctly, I think like if I remember correctly, Spanish to American ratio is that there's like 3 or 4 times the amount of Spanish people that like watch and do stuff. That watch like Twitch streams in comparison to Americans. What is the ratio of English Twitch watchers versus Spanish Twitch watchers? I can't even spell, bro. On Twitch, the average is 3.5 to 1. I thought so. English accounts for 48 to 50% of watch in all hours. Spanish accounts for 13 to 14. Oh. Maybe I'm thinking of maybe I'm thinking of YouTube. Hold on, let me redo that question, but put YouTube in there. Fuck. Let's see, the English to... I heard it was way more than that. Expands to a ratio of 4.4 to 1 when looking at actual content volume consumed by top channels. So supposedly the amount of English-speaking and Spanish-speaking users is almost the same. But yet... I swear, though, maybe what I'm thinking of... You know what? How about this? How many Spanish content creators are there compared to English content creators? I'm not gonna stop asking until it's satisfied. Actually, English content creators and Spanish content creators is 8 to 1. Okay, so all right. Now we're getting somewhere. So now we're getting somewhere. So basically, when it comes to is like Spanish, like streamers, Spanish YouTubers, Spanish content creators in general, because there's like significantly less of them, there's gonna be more people watching those people's streams just because they're like the only Spanish streamer. So this poor guy with like 12 viewers is probably only being watched because there is like, again, an 8 to 1 ratio of streamers. For every Spanish streamer, there's 8. It's probably like the same thing for like these Russian streamers too, if I were to take a hot guess. All right, I'm satisfied. We'll get back to the React Andy.
They're at like 9, 10, 11.
All right, but we learned something together now. So English watchers are chronically online. The difference is that there's just significantly less Spanish creators and foreign content creators that are chronically online. Thus, that's why you'll often see like the same-ish Spanish like people in comparison to English people, I guess.
And this guy is utilizing the end field category. He's utilizing the end field category, guys, as a way to illegally stream the World Cup. And I guess he's not getting caught. I guess this coverage is enough. And I think the part that really with me is this. He's got close to 4, if not maybe 5 times the viewers of everybody else in the category.
It's probably because he's watching the World Cup illegally. I think that's why. People are just there for the vibes.
I've never seen a game that truly has absolutely no viewership like this one before. I didn't know that a game could actually do this.
And what he means by no viewership like this before, this game, I think if I remember correctly, Infield at its peak had like 80,000 people watching it day one. This game is 5 months old. It's barely scrounging 200 viewers. Barely at this moment. That is depressing.
It's not the World Cup.
For the developers, that is. Great for me. I love it.
That makes this worse. Because why is this still the most viewed stream in the Enfield category?
3.5 hours.
The most viewed stream in the Enfield category. Bro, it would have been better if it was the World Cup. Because people just
Neff123 streams Arknights Enfield, Football Manager 2007, and Minecraft. Right, okay, this is just Football Manager 2007.
Rather watch a guy play FIFA on this stream title in the AKE category than actually watch AKE. All right, guys. Guys, this is the most popular AKE. Now my guys are making this the most popular AKE stream, possibly this month. This is what's keeping AKE alive on Twitch, guys. I don't even know where this guy's from. All I know is he's not speaking American. This is Twitch. This is Arknights Enfield. And this is fucking embarrassing. Because I think the reality here is very simple. This is one of the most massive, ridiculous, absurd player fall-offs that anyone has ever seen in the history of gacha. And this game just gets to, like, a new astronomical fucking low every single day. Like, truly. This game has already hit double digits, by the way.
And it's completely deserved. The game's terrible. And the devs still have yet to listen to any form of criticism and improve the game. I've heard people have been trying to tell me what they've done to improve the game, and every single time I read the patch notes, I'm like, dude, they're doing nothing. Well, oh, sorry, they're doing this very niche thing that affects like maybe like 1 minute of your time a day. Wow, amazing. That's great. Fix the gacha system. Fix the factory system. Fix the shit where I gotta constantly set up power lines every time I get to a new area, and that takes up like 30 hours of gameplay. Alright, that's a little much, but it takes like 5 hours of gameplay. And that it does not feel satisfying to get it done. It just feels mandatory, so that way I can build the factory properly, and my factory properly set up, to then get the maximum amount of resources per hour. So then I can buy tickets, so I can double claim when I'm doing what was it even called again? Like dungeons to get like gear, pretty much, or level up resources. Yeah,
it's already hit double digits, and as you can see
the game is being fixed, guys. It's being improved. That's exactly why you're seeing all these red numbers here, and that's why the chart looks like that.
You brought everybody back, and then you get snapped literally again, and you're exactly where you were before. Truly, like, this is just the most diabolical shit I think anyone's ever seen for a game, and God forbid you're an actual Arknights Enfield CC, because I'm pretty sure you're mentally breaking down. Oh, wait. We are already mentally breaking down, because the community is also cancerous as well. We got Kuki Kaze over here with the post today. God, gacha content creation is depressing. If I defend the game, I'm shilling or white knighting. If I criticize, I'm a hater, biased, or unfair. There isn't such a thing called I love this game, therefore I want to tell you how much I love its goods and want to do away with its bads. Kuki, this is the issue over here. AKE has no more players left. The time for a, like...
The people that are still playing basically gas the game up like it is God's grace. You did this to yourself. Maybe you should, I don't know, play a video game that has way more people playing it. If you really care about, I don't know, people constantly criticizing you for your opinion on it. Because the people that are left pretty much either, like, hate you, or no, they just hate you. They just hate you, period. Because, you know, you'll have, like, some of the people that are quiet supporters, but you'll more often than not have, like, the vocal minority that are constantly shitting on you for having the wrong opinion. And you're only going to have that because that's the only people playing the game.
General hit piece that the audience likes was here, when they still had the general audience. Right now, the only players still playing this game are the ones that are hopelessly, like, addicted to it, don't care about the game itself, and just, like Arknights. And so the community is just going to be toxic positive. They're going to defend the game because there's very little that they have left. When you don't have a lot, you'll defend what you have. For example, right, a homeless person, right, defending, like, their last cigarette, bro, they'll kill you for that shit. Bro, a, like, desperate homeless person defending their last cigarette will kill you over it. No lie. What do the AKE players have left? Almost nothing. So, of course, any critique, anything that badmouths, right, anything that dares to, like, put the game in a negative light, they're going to hate on it, they're going to defend it, because the game is on its last legs. It's unfortunate.
It's all they have. You can't criticize, it's all they have, guys.
But that is what happens.
They have nothing else in their life. They have no other video games to play. They just have Arknights Enfield. Not even regular Arknights. They don't want to play Arknights. It takes too much time investment to get into the game, because everyone's so far ahead. Only Arknights.
As a player base shrinks because the game's fucking bad. And this game is fucking bad. Otherwise, there wouldn't be some motherfuckers playing FIFA in it. So you can kind of see what's going on over here, right? Kooky is crashing out. He's an Arknight CC that has over 1,400 videos. He is crashing the fuck out because he can't deal with the community. And you want to know what the easiest
Play a different game. That's the easiest thing to do. That's what he's
way
going
to
to say.
see why he can't deal with the community? This is actually
Just play a different game, dude. It's not that hard. Nobody's watching AKE to begin with. Just play a different game. Bro, you can start playing Liza P. You want? Let's see. How many viewers does Liza P have? Liza P. Twitch. Let's just look that up. Liza P. Twitch. Is this gonna bring it up? 700 viewers. Yeah, you know, when did Liza P come out? 2024. It's not even a live service game. It had one DLC in like 2025, I think. Maybe 2026, I can't remember. Anyways, the fact is that this game that is 2 years old and is not a live service, does not have updates, has more viewers than Arknight's Enfield. You know what, we can even just look right now. What is the Arknight's Enfield? What? How many viewership is in Arknight's Enfield right now? But not even like a quarter. Barely a third. Barely above a quarter. Barely a third. You know, I think I'm kind of see what he's talking about with like all the VTubers playing though. Why is it just the VTubers? Why is there like very few like face cam streamers? Wait, is that it? Is that the amount of channels? That's it? Wait. 6, 12, 18, 24. There's only 26 people streaming the game right now. Wow. That is so sad.
inaccurate.
And it's completely deserved. I hope that game fails.
He's not even defending the game. He was just critiquing it. These are the days that I fucking hate the Arknights and Enfield community. Bro, this guy sounds more angry in this tweet than I ever have in my whole career.
Play a different game. It's not that hard.
Doesn't he sound like more angry than me, even though I use like triple the profanity? This is why it's like scary when guys like him crash out. These are the days I fucking hate the Arknights Enfield community. This is one of them. Since when does discussing problems equate to drama? What has the YouTube space even become? Kooky doing drama slop content. Gee, how can Edge Space salvage?
Bro got tilted over that? You're so sad. That's what tilted you? My brother in Christ, if that's what tilts you, make a video about Moist Critical criticizing them. And then have a whole bunch of people getting mad that you just the only and have most people watching the video and immediately just go into the comments and be like, oh, Moist Critical doesn't get all of his opinions from Reddit. Jealous. Like, I made one side comment basically saying Moist Critical has all his opinions from Reddit. And I had everybody, and then literally nobody watched the video. And then everyone just shit on me because I said that and that alone. And you can't handle that. You're so sad. You need to get off the internet if that's all it takes to break you.
Be fixed. So remember what I said before?
It's like the same thing with Anti-Fantano. I was just making a video. Again, with Anti-Fantano, I don't even know what I criticized him for, but nobody ever watched the video on that too. People in the comment section was just like, bro, you can ratio the comments. But that was it. Literally, like, the 6 comments on the Anti-Fantano video are people just be like, ratioed. Bro, what the fuck do you mean ratioed? No one's even saying anything. You're all just saying ratioed and you're providing zero substance. You're not even making an argument. You just have no subject matter. You're just saying, get dunked on, like, as if I actually am. Like, what?
About,
I want to say, Cookie Kaze, he's got a... You should just get a full-time job. Put the fries in the bag. You're not built for this.
Retarded people? Yeah. Dude, this guy is stupid.
Yeah, that's a very simple way to put it. He has autism. He's acoustic.
This guy's dumb, but this is who's playing the game. There's really not too much else I need to describe over here. You have it takes a special kind of dumb to still be playing AKE, and non-sarcastically defend it to this level. But that's the only people left playing this game, because everyone else that has a reasonable mind, that has an agreeable way of thinking, that is somewhat normal, has already quit the game. And this is what I like to call the death spiral of gacha, where you get massive amounts of player fall off after a game gets introduced to the main
Oh, my bad. Peak viewers 125,000. 6 months ago. Not even barely 6 months ago. Almost 6 months ago. Meanwhile, live viewers 142. See, this is what happens when you just pay a whole bunch of streamers to play your game. Everybody watches, but then the people that actually play your game realize it's dog shit. And then all the people that aren't getting paid to play it anymore just stop.
Mainstream, it gains a huge amount of players initially, right? But then the end result.
You know, I want to see what is this? The Twitch tracker? Lies of P Twitch tracker. Average viewers. Ooh. Yikes. Ooh, not looking good, Arc Knights. Not looking good. Ooh. 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 Yeah, this is a 2-year-old game. No, that's not even a 2-year. It's almost 3 years old. This almost 3-year-old game, this 2.5-year-old game is mogging you. And it doesn't even have it's not even live service. Brother,
is
double the channels, by the way.
More and more players start leaving, and because you gathered a mainstream audience in the first place...
I swear, Same Tone Toss is, like, refreshing the page for the Twitch tracker, like, every 30 minutes. Just to get, like, the screenshot of it just being this super duper low number.
To gather a wider range of mentally ill people. Think about it this way, right? If you know, an entire country versus just a state, you're gonna get way less mentally ill people going for a smaller sample size. But what happens over here, right, is again, over 100k people got to see, play, absorb this game because they did so much sponsorships. You got a lot of mentally ill people that are still playing it, and now only the mentally ill people are left. And there's not that many left, but they're all mentally ill. And
yeah, it's like all the people that say they like a Supreme pizza. No, never mind. Or it's like all the same people of, like, you know, the people that like pineapple on pizza versus the people with that just like pineapple in general. You're gonna have like a wider case of people that like pineapple versus the people that like pineapple on pizza. There's way less people, and because you have way less people, you're of course you're gonna have like more diehard like pineapple on pizza fans that will die on a hill to say pineapple deserves to go on pizza, and you have the incorrect opinion if you disagree somehow. Even though it's just a food, bro. It's not that deep. It's not a factual thing. It's just a food. People have different taste buds. That's just how humans work. Same with video games. You can criticize a video game. It's okay. You can say a video game is bad. In this case, it is factually bad because, well, the amount of people watching it and the amount of people that are playing it is, well, it's showcasing the fact that everyone does agree this live service game is dog water. If no one's watching it, no one's playing it.
So anyone that engages with the game, even the normal people, right, start feeling like they're getting isolated. And so they leave as well. And so just more and more normal people keep leaving as the percentage of mentally ill people keeps rising. More and more ill.
Yeah, and the mentally ill people probably aren't funding the game either. They have to spend too much money to, like, spend on their drugs, or they have to skip their drugs so they can put their next check onto the game itself, and they'll become even more mentally ill and cause more people to run away from them and playing the game.
And then the only result is that you only have ill people left. And you think anyone wants to play a game where you look at the general population, all you think is, man, am I in fucking Arkham Asylum? What's going on here, guys? Why is there piss and shit everywhere? Why is there poo on the walls? Because that's what AKE basically is. It's a fucking zoo. I genuinely do think that if you non-sarcastically are like a fan of this game, you breathe through a tube. Contingency contract did not save this game because there wasn't much of a game to be saved. But that's what occurs, guys. This is the death spiral of gacha. And we have gotten to...
My favorite thing about this is that he's not even just, like, telling you what's wrong with the game. We all know what's wrong. Again. Terrible gacha system, no pity carryover. The gameplay is extremely repetitive. There is just so many, like, there's just so many in-game, like, tedious mini games that you do on a daily basis just to get, like, the maximum reward. Yeah, and of course no one's playing the game.
Witness it live this year. What it looks like when a game releases and CCs openly lie or really portray a faulty-ass argument about things like its gacha system. Where you have people like Mr. Pokey saying pity carry forward itself actually changes nothing. It changes everything, you fucking donk. Then you have Gotcha Smack over here, defending the game, saying he loves the gotcha system as he loses so many weapon 2575s, it would make your fucking skin crawl. That contributes to the death spiral too. Because then you get a bunch of mainstream people who think the game's actually good, give it a try themselves, and then announce it as dog shit and then quit it. And that just leads even more to the illusion that normal people are quitting the game. Because when you advertise a product to people that don't want it or need it, what do you think happens? Think about all of the things that were promised to be amazing to the mainstream audience, and then it's only actually applicable to a couple of people.
My mother buying a $1,000 vacuum and then believing that it is the best shit ever, and then she owns it for like 2 weeks, and then she's like, it's too heavy, I don't like it.
It ends up getting a really bad rep. A really, really, really bad rep in the public name. And when a niche game like this ended up...
Yeah, until this day, she pisses on that like company, the Kirby brand, I believe.
In the hands of way too many. This is the worst fate I've ever seen for a gacha before. I would say this is worse than Duet Night Abyss. I actually think Duet Night Abyss is non-sarcastically in a better spot. Because this is the case. DNA had less room to fall. It started like up here, and then fell like that. AKE went up here, and is falling like that.
Well, that was an alright video. Quite a sloppy video, I know, but this is a React Anti-Slap. What do you come here for? Anyways, if you enjoyed Saint Tontas' video here, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on it. If you liked what I said, you can like, comment, and subscribe, or you can give me your thoughts too, and I'll see you Vamp Cows next time I feast upon my next victim.
Did you enjoy that video? Did you hate it? Well, be sure to like, dislike, comment, and subscribe if you want to see my next wonky slosh take.